Now, solving for a missing angle, you set up and you solve the proportion the same way, except when you solve for an angle, we're going to put theta in for it, and then we're going to have to do inverse. So let me show you what I'm talking about. We're still going to do the law of sines. So with the law of sines, we want the degrees on top to match the side on the bottom. So 25 degrees for angle C, 2 for side C. They have to be on top of each other. Now, again, it could be reversed, but they have, like, C has to go with C in the same ratio. And then on this one, I have sine of B. We're trying to find angle B over side B, which is 3. So luckily, we have 3 things filled in. C goes with C and B goes with B, and we're ready to cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we're going to get 2 times the sine of B equals 3 times the sine of 25. Now again, I'm not using a calculator yet. I want to isolate the B. So I have to get rid of the 2 first because that's being multiplied. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. And this is where I hit the calculator. So I need to calculate the entire top and then hit divide by 2, and I'm going to keep that decimal, okay? So I'm going to do 3 times the sine of 25. I'm going to get that whole thing, and then I'm going to divide by 2 and keep the whole thing, okay? Then, because I'm solving for an angle, this is my theta, this is my angle, I need to do the inverse of sine of this ratio to get my theta value. Let's hit the inverse of sine and type this in. 27393 and 39.3. So angle B is 39.3 degrees. Now, what we need to do is we need to see if there's enough room in the triangle for a quadrant 2 angle. So what we have to do is take a look at what we have. We have angle C already, which is 25 degrees. We have angle B, which we have as 39.3 degrees. And angle A would be 180 minus these two. Which is 115.7 degrees. So this is one triangle. This means that we have one triangle that works. We have to test to see if quadrant 2 works. So if quadrant 2 works, we would do 180 minus 39.3. We have to see if it'll work. So let's do 180 minus 39.3. And that's going to give us 140.7. Let's see if there's enough space for it. If there's enough space, our angle C is still 25 degrees. Our new angle B for quadrant 2 is 140.7. We have to see if there's enough room for angle A. So let's look. So we're going to add these up. 25. And subtract it from 180. And you get 14.3. So there is enough room for another triangle. So we have a quadrant 1 triangle where angle B, where angle B is acute, and we have a quadrant 2 triangle where angle B is the obtuse one. So there's two triangles or two angle Bs that are doable for this question.